Green 16s and flip green 3 for 10s bagged and 15 by 15. Show you how to do this shit. So listen to me slick. These niggas acting like they reading off a movie script. That's why I hang with a circle that's real. We ain't perping, we working with burners concealed. Turbulence, nigga.
Man, motherfucking Scrill in the building. What's the deal, my dog? Welcome to That's Petty Pod, man, with my dog Petty Murphy, man. And my dog Marko coming in from Atlanta. We all in there tapped in. See, look, before we get started, I was trying to figure out I was gonna rap that whole part bar for bar to show you that I knew the lyric bar for bar, or I was just gonna let that shit play. So I just decided to let that play. I ain't want to dick suck that hard.
You know, you ain't got a show. You know.
Hey, what would make a nigga cut up like that on the intro though, bro? When you think about it, look, you was talking about OC Drop. When did you make this shit? Just so everybody listening know, because everything's so relevant. But when did you make that shit? Because that shit could be new.
About 16 years ago.
You see what I'm saying, though? What would make a nigga cut up on the intro like that? That's still some type of shit you got to play in the whip.
Niggas want to be like Kane of the 06 Pac. You know, Pac was supposed to play Kane originally in the movie and shit.
Yeah, thanks. Hell yeah. You know, what's so crazy? Like, my intro, I don't know, like, on some real shit, like, I was on some shit like if I like, it's like I had my own, what can I say? I had all the rights to do whatever I wanted to, like sort of kind of, but like if it was up to me, like down there, my whole album would have been a no hooks album, like on some easy shit back then. Like before I like hooks on the song, but like I wanted to try something different. And it was like, if I would have did every whole thing, like if I did the whole album with no hook, at the time that I did it, it wouldn't have been no songs for radio play or for songs for them to play in the club, because it would just been playing straight through. You know what I'm saying? You know, usually, like it don't be the verses that really get them. It be the hook and the beat. You know what I'm saying? So if you get the hook and the beat. But yeah, that's like I had a whole bunch of songs that go crazy like that with no hooks, you know what I'm saying? But I just didn't have really shit to do with it. It wasn't the time for that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But like that was always the type of bag I was in, because before I learned how to count bars, I just be filling up like two, three pages of paper, like line paper, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but bars, thinking I got me a 16. I probably got me a motherfucking 70, 72. You know what I'm saying? I done wrote 72 bars. Thinking I'm ready to jump in. Yeah, so it used to be like that.
Real shit. How do you this is what they got remember, because we had Feeds on last week, and he was paying homage and he was talking about the aspect of like how you would put everybody through this rigorous, like on some real shit, like a hip hop boot camp in the studio to get on the record. It didn't matter if he was your best friend, your brother, if the nigga shit was trash, he didn't go. Tell us about that shit. I remember being a part of that, but I want to hear firsthand from, you know, how you went.
I mean, that should be real. It just be like, it was, I mean, like if it's only like me and two other people on the song, we're gonna get the two people that's on the song, and somebody might be able to make it on the hook. You know what I'm saying? If nobody already got a hook for the shit type shit. So at the end of the, like everybody writing on the same beat with the same concept, like we're gonna make sure that it's a hook on there so we have a concept so everybody knows which direction to go with the song. You know what I'm saying? But it might be like 6, 7 people at the end of it. The ones, it ain't like you gotta have the best verse, but like if we got a concept to it, like who stuck to the concept and really like completed the song more. It was like making a song a complete song instead of just doing that shit just like this to have a hot song. I mean, just to have your people on there, and it sound kind of hot, but it really wasn't no direction to that motherfucker. So. And we couldn't add we couldn't have like 5, 6 people on the song back then. That's why my last song on my album, I had everybody on there. Like that was the only way I was gonna be able to do it. Like,
so that means you was doing like executive producing in essence, from like that particular aspect, being an artist. Like you was figuring out who had the hottest verses. How was you breaking it to niggas? Because like nowadays, if you notice, niggas let everybody and their mans and everybody jump on the song, it'll bring the song down. How was you cutting it to niggas damn near 20 years ago? Like, dog, y'all can't get on the record and making the best shit.
I mean, but it was something that, I mean, it's constructive criticism that you have to take, you know what I'm saying? Just take it like,
It's
with
like
no.
Paul and Kobe. It's like Kobe pointing in Paul's face, telling that nigga to get it together. Some niggas get soft off that shit and can't do it.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. It was some people that took it the wrong way and felt like that. But I mean, like to me, it wasn't over. Like that wasn't your only chance to get on the album. Like we still like it was 17 songs on my album, but we probably did like 30, 40 songs. So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't the last chance for you to get on the album. It was just you wasn't able to get on that song particularly. You know what I'm saying? So it was like as long as niggas coming, you know how we used to work. As long as niggas coming over, nigga, we still working on songs regardless. And just the best verses makes the best song. I mean, the best verses make the song. You know what I'm saying? For the concept and all that. But also, we have to pick the songs that's gonna make it on the album. So just because you made it on that song don't mean that the song gonna make it on the album. So at
that's
the
the
end of
next
the
part.
day, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It get deeper than that. A motherfucker think that they done made the album because you done hit the song, but shit, the song probably didn't even get selected for the album all in all after everything got put together and we running through everything and it's time to break it down and see what songs we need for what club songs we need, what titty bar songs we need, what like street songs we need, what just then after that, you still have songs that just be looked at as album filler type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they were still cold ass songs though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't look at controversy like it got no fillers, to be honest. I want to ask you how you crafted that motherfucker, because you know what I'm saying? This is a story, this is a personal story. I had a barber, man. His name was Rob. He used to have a barbershop up on Woodward, man, and RIP to him.
That's my bad.
And he used to play your shit all the time, and he didn't know that I knew you and shit, right? He cut my hair for prom. We was just talking about going to prom and shit. And he cut my hair for prom, and he was blaring your shit. And, you know, I wanted to tell him, like, man, you fuck with Scrill, but I had realized in the area that everybody fucked with Scrill. It was a space of, like, even the artist that was on that project, bro, that particular album is a lot of niggas, like, niggas put that on their professional resumes, working with you.
Rest in peace to my nigga Rob, but he was an artist too though, bro. Rob, yeah, they had a rap group and all that shit, bro. He was a little bit older than me. They was like more so like real hip hop type shit. You know what I'm saying?
He used to play your shit like a motherfucker, dog, and I used to just sit in there and just listen to it every time, like this nigga faithfully bang that bitch every day, like, you know what I'm saying? That's respect, you know. So to play that shit, and at that point in time, it was years after controversy, you know what I'm saying? Like living up to controversy is like a motherfucker, like to be able to still be relevant to shit you saying. You know what I'm saying? Like the bars, how clear it sound and mix and mastering. Where the fuck you record that shit at, man?
My whole album got done by my nigga. His name Trilogy. His name it was Trilogy at the time, but he changed his name to Trillions, either Trill or Trillions with a Z at the end. He called us man. Like everybody evolved and advanced, like from what it was back then. Like he cold as fuck. He was cold as fuck then, but he did my whole album. He cold as fuck now for real. You know what I'm saying?
Your shit mixed better than a lot of niggas shit still, and that shit was 06, 05.
He did it all, bro. Like he did it all. He produced that bitch. He mixed that bitch. He mastered that bitch. Man, that nigga, like, the chemistry behind that shit was so crazy, bro. That's why, like, I really wanted him, like, to do my whole shit. Like, I wasn't used to, like, getting the album together and all that shit. So, we wasn't going to different producers and different studios. It really wasn't that back then like that, where everybody going to fuck with different studios and all that shit. It's like once you find you like a home studio.
Or you found that recipe, you kept cooking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If anything, you might bring a producer to that studio if the producer of the studio that you at is okay with it. You know what I'm saying? But now all of this shit happened now. Like it wasn't like that back then. Now you got producers working together, putting beats together, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody coming together. And it was like back then everything was more exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody didn't want to do tracks with each other and all that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like everybody, they didn't like motherfuckers didn't want you to do tracks with other motherfuckers probably unless
right, man, you was doing songs with Rock Bottom. You got, you know what I'm saying, motherfucking Herk and shit. And I remember afterwards you did the hook for Herk. I'm like, man, this nigga was cutting up. You know what I'm saying? Like, even I know they got some questions for you. I want to ask you this before I slide it. You know, looking back at that shit, man, how does it feel like when you seen the artwork You know what I'm saying? And who did the artwork? Do you know like the particular artist? Because I just rolled past it the other day, man, and just seeing you up there, man, it was so. I'm just so glad to see that you got your roses like that, man. Because there is still not an intro. That's still a top 3, top 5 all-time Detroit intro, bro. And like Controversy up there in the top 5, top 10 Detroit albums of all time. And like the shit resonate right now in such a deep level. Like, how does that still feel to know that what that it still resonates with motherfuckers today, bro?
I mean, it feel real good. But hold on, the artist that made the mural, his name is Syntax. Yeah, he cold, and I feel like it was shit. That was like, I ain't gonna lie, like some eye watering type shit, dog. Like very unexpected, real humbling. I know that I feel like my work is not done, but it showed that my work really got acknowledged and like people is really up on it. You know what I'm saying? Even years later, you know what I'm saying? And that they recognize the work that I put in and the other people that made it on there put in. You know what I'm saying? But it's other artists too that put in work. But shit, you know what I'm saying? It was shit, and everybody, like, we all did what we did at a time in our own ways to shed light to our city. You know what I'm saying? Like music wise, you know what I'm saying? In a good way, positive note. Like, I don't know, like the thing about like HP, like you got East Side, you got West Side. Highland Park is a city inside of Detroit and all that. So we have a bunch of artists, but like we don't, like, it's like it was hard for our brands to expand really out of Highland Park. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Like, you got certain people that really like that rock with you when they rock with you. You know what I'm saying? But Highland Park, in Detroit, Highland Park it's hard to explain. I ain't gonna say like it's a black ball, but it'd be hard to get through that bubble. Like,
Man, I can understand it. I can understand it. And you put on so many artists, not just being real, like not even from just Highland Park, because like I ain't from Highland Park. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you had to handle my career in essence. So just like all the different artists that you could be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I helped develop them at certain points of their career, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it like damn, like even with you battling Sonny, you know what I'm saying? And just being like, you see like legend versus a motherfucker who was up and coming, and then you had to still show him that the king still, like, like that type of shit show that you're not even scared to even duke it out with motherfuckers, and that was what was real to me too, man. The battle, I must commend you with Sonny that you did, man. You body dog, but he did a great job. But at the end of the day, you showed you was still Scrill, and niggas don't never do that.
Like, it was different ways, just like I was saying, like on the music shit, like everybody had to try to make the cut of the song, like you trying to make the team and shit. It's just another competitive nature, though. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to be still sharp and still type shit. You know what I'm saying? And Sonny, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's fine all day. But it was like he came at me right. He was like he came at me right. He told me like his like shit. He said he's really like getting off in the battle and shit, and he wanted to battle somebody from HP, but he said he asked I don't know who he asked. He probably asked X Factor and Miles. You know what I'm saying? He probably asked them who is the hardest motherfucker in HP besides them, like on a battle rap shit or just on a rap shit period, and they picked me. They said me. So he said, like, on some humbling shit, he want to battle the top nigga in HP, and he called and asked and broke, you know what I'm saying? So I respected the shit. He ain't come at me like, nigga, I'll fuck you up, whatever, nigga, put the money down and all this shit. He came at me humble, you know what I'm saying? So I respect that shit. Won't nobody else get that type of shit, though, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta
I respect. You got a humbling perspective, even the way you look at it, just show you what type of motherfucker you are and what type of cloth you cut from. But like inadvertently, like what I'm saying is, you don't see a motherfucker who niggas look at as the top dog willing to lose his. You didn't have nothing to gain from this, my dog. So for you to even do it was kind of like, it was entertainment for us. Like, no, man, and for the fact that you held your own, man, like bro. y'all HP motherfuckers don't never drop the ball, man. I say this for you. I say this for your protege, Fees, man, coming up. Fees, I remember when I got Fees to do a song with Marko. I know he got some questions for you. He on the call. And I have been hyping this shit up for a long time. I was in Atlanta like, bro, you got to do the feature with Fees. When we get uptown, we do the feature with Fees. Fees didn't drop the ball. It's something about y'all HP niggas. Y'all don't drop the ball, man. I'm done, though. I know they got questions. I'm going to shut up, but goddamn, you know?
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. What's the deal?
What's going on, man? And like you were saying earlier, though, like how you said the studios where niggas made them their home and shit like that. You like it better how it was back then or how it is now, to where niggas just popping up, everybody working with everybody and shit like that?
I like it like that. But see, like, I was under a label where like they were like, we will only fuck, like, we will probably go only fuck with certain people, you know what I'm saying? Certain people that got different got certain statuses, certain artists and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? If it's artists that probably didn't have a name coming up like that, you know what I'm saying, and they want to do some shit, it wouldn't go through me. I mean, I could go, like, as an artist myself, I could go do tracks with everybody and all that, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that when it comes to my shit, it was only like soulfully like the artists that I be around that's in our label type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kept it all label. Besides the Rock Bottom feature, Lil Mike feature, shit like that. But them like my brothers. So like, even before I signed to the label that I signed to at the time, we already had our relationship. So it's like, these niggas definitely got to be on my album type shit. You know what I'm saying? But then they end up, but that's what I'm saying. Like, all of us was unsigned. And somehow we all end up making our way to different labels. None of us was like really all together. You know what I'm saying? But we still all together though. You know what I'm saying? Like, but is that the CEO decision by the end? You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever get put on the album is the CEO decision. You know what I'm saying? So it was shit like that. But they didn't. I like how it is now though. That, like, I did tracks with so many people. Like, I show love to so many people on some shit, dog. But I like bouncing, going to different studios. If I fuck with the producer and I fuck with the artists, niggas can vibe out. You know what I'm saying? I had no problem with that shit, dog.
Right. Like so how you say how you from HP and shit. Like, niggas on the west side, they looked at Rock Bottom and Street Lords and shit. Niggas on the east side looked at the Cheddar Boys. Like, correct. Who was you kind of looking at, or like who was around you that kind of made you like really fuck with it, or you just always knew you had it, so you kind of went with it? Cause I heard you mention my man's Miles and shit. That's my people too, though.
Yeah, Miles, my bro. Shit. We just used to start getting blowed and then just start like on some freestyle and shit. Used to go to the mall and shit. It used to be motherfuckers out there just trying to battle, shit like that. Go down to festivals and shit. And then it used to be that shit everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I came from that little era where I could just go up to where we'd just be in a circle of niggas rapping and shit, and whoever got the best shit or whoever could rap the longest, it's like, y'all stole the show. You know what I'm saying? So right. That's why, like, that's how when I battled my nigga Sonny, that's why I was able to do that shit, because I'm a competitive ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, I'm competitive. I'm on the game all day. You know what I'm saying? I got my little screen in the back, like I be streaming. I compete. I do, like, I be on this bitch, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, whatever it is, I feel like 150% in if I'm serious about the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, you on Twitch though with the streaming?
Yeah, I'm on Twitch and YouTube.
All right, bet. I'm about to go ahead and follow you right now, man. I ain't even into the game and shit, right? But the whole content shit, man, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole wave of shit, you know, just new content. What you think about that in particular? Like, with like being more than just an artist now, and like you have so much game to give then, and realizing how you could chop it up and just re-rock it now. In all kind of new ways and shit, because you still Scrill on the game, competitive than motherfucker, battling motherfuckers.
Oh no, I still be in my bag. I ain't gonna lie, like on the music shit, I still be in my bag heavy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like, but
I already know that type of skill set don't change. I already know that. I mean, in that sense of like have you broken to like other fashions of it, like with the, with the Twitch and the YouTube? Motherfuckers would be curious just to even see what type of shit you on outside of the music, because they know you got the bars.
No, it'd be like, I be trying to tap into it, but it'd be hard to get your subscribers and following up on that. You know what I'm saying? Because it depends what you playing on that motherfucker. A lot of people already got the market stowed up for certain games on streaming. You know what I'm saying? On certain streaming platforms and shit.
What kind of games you fuck with? You play?
I fuck with Call of Duty and GTA and shit like that, and 2K. You know what I'm saying? You'll have to probably wander off on other games to see. You know what I'm saying? For motherfuckers.
I thought you was trying to fuck with me on Fortnite or something. You feel me? So now
I know you ain't on Fortnite building. You for
Hey,
real?
real
You on that bitch building like a motherfucker. I wanted to do some shit like where like it's on some games. It's like streaming while you playing the game and shit. But you got your, like you said, on some hip hop. But like that's cool. And like with smoking too on there though. But the only difference is like with smoking on there, it takes away from your age preference. You know what I'm saying? They don't want kids seeing that, but the kids is the ones that's really doing all the streaming and watching. That's where all your views and all that's gonna come in at.
Hell yeah.
They let you play music in the background, like you gotta say I own the rights and all that type of shit. Like
it really depends on Twitch. And let that shit slide sometime, to be honest. YouTube algorithm.
YouTube don't do it though. YouTube then blocked a lot of my videos because it was music in the background.
Right. I'm hip to YouTube. Them niggas. Is them and Facebook together? What the fuck?
I don't know. They got one of the coldest algorithms.
Facebook got their own game, got their own streaming gaming thing.
Damn, straight. I ain't never paid that no attention.
What's your gaming tag? I'll have it flash across the screen for anybody checking it out.
Hold on.
Hell yeah. But that shit big though, man. That whole gaming and e-games wave, that shit about to come and really take over the whole sports shit.
And it's like, that shit go hand in hand for real.
It really do, bro.
Hell yeah.
And I like
I didn't think you could play certain games unless they had a sweet ass soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Type shit like that. Like that shit gotta go hand in hand.
Yeah, the music.
Niggas just had
playlist was.
What artist did you fuck with? Do you find yourself still making you want to sharpen your shit? Like what young artists, it could be famous motherfuckers, local motherfuckers, whoever. Who do you personally take a liking to be like, yo, every time they drop, I'm gonna check their shit out? Real shit.
Like it's like you can't keep on talking about
the same old shit.
Yeah, you gotta see shit and go play. You gotta go play to be able to have more shit to talk about. You only able to talk about what you see in around you in your environment. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Right. So, but who you like though? Who you? You a J. Cole fan? You fuck with Cole? You fuck with you know what I'm saying? Like you still follow motherfuckers? You fuck with Kendrick? Like who is Future?
Look, I fuck with Kiss, I fuck with Cole, I fuck with Ross, I fuck with Lil Baby, I fuck with the Baby. Who else? I fuck with Mozzie, I fuck with Filthy Rich.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, did you fuck with Nipsey before he died?
Nipsey, Nipsey shit cold, bro.
Yeah, man, he was real, man. Before he died, I wish I would have asked you this before he died, man, because that nigga was
Nipsey cold, bro. Like I don't know, like he one of the niggas that you got music. He got through music you can actually feel in your soul type shit with his shit. You feel?
That's real shit. That's real shit, man. That's real shit. And you say so that means you Scrill tapped in like a motherfucker. I see.
Yeah, like Peasy, I fuck with Peasy, fuck with Babyface Ray, Payroll, it's a lot of more, really from Detroit. I fuck with a lot of niggas. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I listen to a lot of Detroit shit.
You fuck with Cash Kid shit?
Yeah, I fuck with Cash Kid, dog. Cash Kid remind me of how I was, dog.
I was gonna say that, bro. Look, you was a metaphor king, bro. And look, he do got this new wave metaphor shit. You know what I'm saying? And that is interesting.
He go crazy.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's what made me ask, because the
I
way
would
his
love to
shit
see it
was.
in fruition, man. Skrill and Cash Kid on some shit, man. Let's put it in the atmosphere. That shit'll be fire, man. And just go straight bar for bar on some shit. You
Hell
know
yeah.
what I'm saying? For real, man. You know, that shit'll be fire,
Like,
man. What
fuck
what
with
artist
California.
haven't you worked with that you want to work with?
You said who?
What artists in Detroit that you haven't worked with that you want to work with? Or you'll be willing to in that sense? Like you said, everybody in essence, anybody tap in with you pretty much willing.
Hey, remind me about this question too. It got something to do with Flint, but go ahead.
Probably probably Babyface royalties.
Okay. Let's make that shit happen, dog. Let's make that shit happen, man. I ain't gonna lie. Let's make that shit happen. That shit'll be something crazy for the city, man. It'll be crazy for Highland Park, crazy for Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that shit for sure, man. Let's lobby for that shit for damn sure. But what you about to say about Flint Duke?
That's what I was gonna ask him. How you feel about that Flint movement that came out? You think Highland Park could put something together like that?
Highland
Yeah,
Park
man. Yeah. But yeah, you said can Highland Park do that?
Yeah, you think they could pull that together? Because them niggas came an hour away and shit and came all through the bitch. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all could for sure have a good ass wave going. All right, niggas ain't really hip to how good Highland Park rappers is, for real. I've been hip since like 04, for real.
How did that start though? Like how did that wave start?
Well, with the Flint shit?
Yeah.
I guess from the east side niggas reaching out pretty much.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, basically it's gonna take.
That's what it's about, just reaching out and tapping in, man.
All it takes is like one motherfucker that really got that you know what I'm saying, to really just pull them in and like give them that stamp. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
I got a whole bunch of I got a whole bunch of singles coming out. I don't even think like I'm gonna do an album. I mean,
it's single. It's better to do singles, man. Less maintenance, man. Grow them like seeds, man. It's like, you know.
Yeah, and you can keep on
moving to the next.
Quick. Yeah. So
it ain't like you can never come up with a cohesive set of what's name, but it is better in the market that we know singles sell better than albums. It's a no-brainer, you know.
Yeah. Let me see. I was going.
You say you got up with some singles coming out, man. You should drop a pod, man. I don't know, for real, bro.
What, do a podcast?
What, nigga? You know how many motherfuckers would be tapped in with your podcast, bro? And you still ain't like motherfucker, you ain't got new music and shit like that, but just you being somebody recognizing the fact that people look for you more than just the music, bro. They look for you for like some type of guidance and structure and shit like that, and you got to give them game. I don't want to wrap it up. It got a minute, you know what I'm saying? We'll chime in on that. But definitely, man, think about that, bro. You got too much game not to give it away. It'd be a disservice.
Yeah, I'm going to tap in with you, dog. See what start something up.
Well, we appreciate you stopping in, man. Real sharp, man.
No, I appreciate
you. Detroit legend, Scrill, man. D-Dot Scrill, man. I appreciate it.
All right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all.
Real talk.